Soufflé is one of those dishes that everybody is scared of. Fortunately, Ben has come up with a foolproof recipe that even I could cook.
So we're going to go for the souffle, and ours is going to be mint chocolate souffle. Okay, so an awesome dessert. There's not many steps and there's not many ingredients, but they have to be done carefully. So it's made with egg, sugar, cream and chocolate. That's it. Okay, but to start with, we'll actually get our mould ready. Okay, so a little bit of butter. If you can just rub that around the inside of our moulds, and that's just what's going to help it sort of rise and not get stuck to those later on. I'm just going to add a tablespoon of double cream into our dark chocolate. Now this chocolate is mint chocolate, so it's a bar that's already flavoured with that mint. Of course you could use chocolate orange, you could just use plain chocolate, any flavours you want. Okay. And it goes into a microwave for about 30-40 seconds to melt. Now we can start separating our eggs. Now obviously it's the egg white that makes the souffle so light and fluffy. So that's the bit we need. The egg whites in one bowl and the egg yolks in another.
So why do people think soufflé is such a complicated dish?
I think it's because it's associated with restaurants, because it's not that you can do ahead.
Okay.
Or certainly not this recipe. You need to do it as and when you need it and serve it immediately.
Right.
Okay, so you need to get it to the table nice and quick. People are scared of that, especially if they're entertaining.
Yeah.
But this recipe, hopefully, will really impress that special someone if you want to give it a go.
Hello, Mum.
So there's our 3 yolks and 3 whites separated. Now, what we need to do is whisk this up to fairly stiff peak. So if you can give that a go. And that's all the air you need in the souffle, which will help it rise later on. So our chocolate and cream is there now. You can see that's nice and warm. And just a spoon will finish off that melting process. Perfect.
Are these peaks stiff enough for you?
Yep, there we go. So you want it to hang down there, at which point we can add our sugar and whisk it back in so it's glossy but stiff again. And while you're doing that, I'm going to mix the egg yolks into our chocolate. Okay, and just stir that through. So we get that nice smooth mix again. Oh, not far off, Jake. Almost there. Awesome, loads of air in there, and just where it's going to hang again off our peak. So shake as much of that out of the whisk as possible. There we go, perfect. Now, our chocolate we add in little bits because we don't want to lose too much air, so separate it out into the bowl. At this point, folding in this bit, okay, without losing too much air. And that's where it becomes the crucial part.
So that's what makes it really...
You need all that air to stay in. So you're cutting through and then folding over, okay? So you've got a roughly smooth colour rather than a marble effect.
Okay.
So there we go, that's about there. At which point, these moulds you beautifully greased.
Thank you very much.
They can go in there. We want to put it sort of a good 3/4, if not right up to that sort of line really. This mix makes enough for 3 small ramekins, or you can get the larger ones, a couple of extra minutes in the oven.
Okay.
But you can make 3. Shake it down a little bit, just so it's level, and the important bit right at the last moment is just take a towel and just run around the edge, because you don't want anything that's going to catch it as it tries to rise up out. So actually they were quite tidy and clean anyway. Perfect. Now Jamie, if you can just put those on our baking tray.
Yep.
And at this point they need to go into a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 12 minutes. They'll rise up and then you can serve them immediately.
Right, are we done?
We pretty much are. Look how much they have risen.
Oh, wow.
But you can see they've got that kind of wobble on them, which is absolutely perfect.
Looks amazing.
At this point, they are very, very hot. You have to carefully lift them onto our serving plate. Now, you have to be careful. You have to try and get these to the table in, what, the first minute or so you get that impressiveness, but the extra effort is worth it when they take that first mouthful. Dusting of icing sugar, and there we go. Our mint chocolate souffle sorted.
It's so light.
But you still kind of got that crispy bit on top, and then just the rest is just air, chocolate air.
I can't believe that was 5 ingredients. Why are you fussing about this?
It's easy.
It's easy.
Do it.
I did it.
Do it now!